The fire is dying. I need to do stuff.
Okay, good, good. Darn it, the fire's dying. Shit.
Let me sort it out.
Just for 5 minutes. It's okay. It's streaming live. To people who love this stuff. The whole community. That's his cast of an eagle this big. Oh, that's a special blanket that can take heat. So these tongs are to lift that liquid metal to pour into those. So first is to rest on the stump and then to pour quickly.
What do you do now? Okay. That's good for cool.
Good luck. Mind your foot, mind the thing behind you, Michael.
Let me say.
Do a good pour.
Okay, George. Just take the strain of it and just see if it'll hold it. That triangle needs to be pointing in the direction that it is right now. Try and work it down. Push it. Push it. Push it. Don't distract me no more. Okay, George. You're just going to walk around. Don't trip on that stuff.
There's like a pipe and everything, George. Watch your back.
Is it on there? What? Is it on there?
Let me look.
Okay, just very slowly.
Very slowly.
Push it up towards me. Put
You-
that end down.
You're going to slide it up,
You have to push your end down, George.
down to the ground.
Push your end down. It's not going to come off. Oh. Oh. It's precarious. Okay, push. Push it down.
Okay, now. Can you pour it, Michael?
You want me to hold the
Just come sit here.
That did not pour.
It's falling.
Yeah, that didn't pour. There's not enough metal.
How many pounds did you do?
50.
50 pounds?
Damn.
What didn't do it? The legs? The feet?
I don't know.
Okay.
The bird itself didn't pour. The feet had enough.
Shoot.
Kind of leaked up there, didn't it? Quite a lot kind of
It broke.
the bird broke. Yeah. It is unfortunate. That's why I didn't pour. I thought I had enough, so the shell broke.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not thick enough?
I guess.
Okay.
But the feet poured.
All
Thank
right.
you, George. That's all I
Thank
needed.
you. Well, you'll have nice eagle feet.
So remind me of my failure. What did you say?
He said, don't do it again. Unfortunately, that white shell let all his liquid go into the sand. He can reuse it, but it means redoing a whole bird again.
That's the bird.
All right, Michael, here you go.
Thanks, George.
Thank you.
Help me a lot. Turn.
You can turn this off. Tell the guys what happened.
Yeah. Well, that sucked. Quite a short pour. It looks like maybe the body cast, but definitely had a shell blowout right here. And a lot of it leaked out. Sweet. Ah. Hey, Jason, what's up, man? It's good to see someone's watching. And there's the crucible. But I mean, at least the feet cast and the wood, so at least that's something. Maybe I can even save them and just cast the bird again. I think I went a bit crazy with the sprues. I think that's what it was. There's like too much spruing there, and it was very difficult to hold and everything. So I'll have a look.
Was the metal heavy to carry?
No, I don't think it fell over. The metal was okay. Yeah. They're asking me. Yeah, it didn't fall over. I think it must have just cracked or something like internally. Not super sure exactly. I'm gonna have a look when it stopped burning. Nothing like burning plastic to prolong the life. Ooh, man. Yeah, it's okay. I mean, unfortunately the other bird that I had that I was gonna do as a backup, that just smashed, I guess, the way I sprued it. It was really tough to hold. Yeah. But I guess the good news is the kiln that I used over here. Yeah, sorry about the internet connection's not great in most of the garage. There. Like 200 meters away from the Wi-Fi. Well, at least the tools I made worked. The shank and the pouring shank. I'll have to upgrade the lifting shank maybe, so that I can have what do you call it? Like an electric thing to just do it on my own. Don't think my uncle was too happy about helping me. But yeah, see, this is the other bird down here. It kind of fell on the floor and just died. So there's like 20 hours of waste. And there's the feet that went with that bird that I didn't see the point in coating. Oh yeah, and my new sand blaster box. Well, I guess in a couple minutes it'll be cool enough to throw in some water. Let me see if it won't let me out without buffering away. Just dunk the feet in some water and see what happens. Find the grab and abbers. Where did they go? Oh, they're back there. Alright, I guess this is cool enough. Let's see what we got. You guys still watching, or? Yeah, there was definitely like a little pop that came out. Not like a super huge fountain, I think just a little bit came out. And the sand stopped the rest of it, but I don't know, I'm gonna have to smash it and see what the hell happened. I'm not sure if you're still getting feed or if it's buffering again. Man, this thing is taking forever to... I think I got... This one I think poured correctly. But I do wonder why it was rattling. I want to see what broke. I think this is a really tough piece to cast because there's so many thin and thick pieces and hollow, and there's a lot of craziness going on. Let me get some more water. Yeah, I think yeah. That's weird, I wonder why it flipped around. There we go. Oh, yeah, it's kind of a mess right now. It's 180 gallon. So I gotta, these plecos here just keep eating all the wood, and then they poop and it gets stuck everywhere. So it's basically just wood that's chewed up. And these are the reverse osmosis tanks that I had set up with like automatic solenoids and timers, and it would just change the water on its own. It like drains out into here and then back down. So it like automatically changes the water on its own. So I just put like a little tap here to get some RO water. Since the basement doesn't have any water in it, or drains. Just super frustrating. Hey Matt, how are you? So I just finished casting the pieces. I think the feet cast perfectly, but I need two hands, sorry. I'll just wedge you guys here. I hope you can see something. There we go. Hope you're enjoying my expert videography, one-handed. I'm a real pro at this, you can tell. There we go. Yeah, so the feet cast perfectly, but the bird died. I think we had a shell blow out here. See? Right here. This little bastard. So I don't even know if it cast under there and blew out after, or if it's just... But anyways, it started leaking, so I think this piece is probably a write-off, and I don't think it really filled all the way. Because there's no... Yeah. I mean, that might be enough to fill the bird, but probably not. Yeah, I did. I dipped it again. Yeah. I think I'm at a... I don't know, maybe I can improve the spruing, because I did this one kind of like a triangle. So there's like one end going to the tail there, another end going to the face, like the top of the head, and then one straight through the open cut in the belly, onto its back, and then these little ones feed the side. It was just really hard to manipulate. I think this like mast thing here made me hold it from underneath a lot, so possibly my hand just kind of rubbed the shell off here and made it weak, even though I coated it 8 times. I think it was still pretty slim. So I think that's the problem with that. But yeah, check out that freaking crucible. I mean, this is, you know, this is a big 16 bilge, 50 pounds of bronze that I poured just now. Yeah, and my furnace wasn't really tall enough to house it, so I just put the blanket and wrapped it around the top, and that seemed to work pretty well. But it did kind of burn the shit out of this blanket. It's like made it all hard now, which is pretty weird. Yeah, man, the bird's screwed, I think. Probably. And even if it's not, like the belly piece here, you might be able to see there. That's its belly, so I could weld it back on. That's not filled, so I can't really complete it. Yeah. Well, whatever. Oh, this thing's still boiling. Well, that looks like it cast. Plus or minus. Let me get my proper tool. Ah, there it is. This little baby has smashed every mold. It's made out of brass, I think, so it doesn't damage the piece if you accidentally hit like steel does. Steel will just screw it up. I really wonder if the nails cast or not. If anything wouldn't cast, it would probably be those nails. Holy crap! I think they're cast. That's insane. I think they might have cast without flaws. That's pretty crazy. Yeah, chicken feet. Get a hammer? No way, man. Hammers destroy. Oh yeah, I think it cast. Oh, that's cool. Well, at least I can look at its feet for the next 6 months and think on my face. That's cool. The little welding rods that I put on the cast. Well, looks like the metal kind of met in the middle and froze. That's cool. I mean, it looks like it passed pretty well. I don't really see any major flaws so far. So this must be the way to sprue this without problems. But the bird, I still need to figure that out. Probably also need to get a tripod. So give you guys all the vertigo. Yeah, it's still hot. Well, is there anything else you want to see? Should I just end it now? I guess the bird, right? I don't want to. Yeah, that's why I dunk it in the water, and it seems to work pretty well. I can just grab this damn thing. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So the bird, I think this top part was just screwed. Oh, that sucks. Oh, that hurts. Okay. Where are my tongs? Let's have a look. See if we can pull it out and see what happened to it. It's heavy. Smoke. Oh, that's good. Plastic burning in my lungs. Just what I wanted. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's the plastic bin. I don't think I can do this one-handed. Let's see if I can wedge you guys. Hopefully you can see something. Jesus Christ, that's heavy. I'm just gonna put this in the water and cool it off a little bit. So that's like 40 pounds. 40 pounds of really hot bronze. Ugh. Woo! Yeah, that is kind of epic. Just don't want it to burn this bucket because it's kind of a useful bucket to me. It's really large compared with the other one, and I put the propane tanks in there to kind of defrost. Shit, man, it's still going. I can't believe that. big boy. Woo! That's one way to boil water. I don't know if that helps any. I'll put the flash on. Is that any better? Let's get another look at those bird feet. I mean, I think the feet cast. Yeah, and I think the wood also looks nice too. I don't think I lost any detail. Yeah, that thing is still going. That's crazy. Alright, well I guess... I kind of hope the head casts, because then I can cut the head off and just have it as like a paperweight. Yeah man, that'd be awesome. If we could all just start live streaming to each other, that'd be amazing. Because then we could actually pretend like we're casting with friends. Instead of being across the entire world. I just can't believe this thing is boiling still. Yeah, beer would be nice. We should have like weekly casts or something. Like, whoever's casting, just put it up on... See, that's what would be useful if we had like a chat on the web new threads that we would have to find, you know? Unless we just started one thread for live streaming. That'd be kind of cool, I'd like that. When I'm not home. Yeah, man, I really hope it did. Because I think this is the tail over here. I think the tail's under this thing. Pulled out of them. Yeah, it looked like it's pulled out all over the place. I think this is underneath. See, I think that's underneath. So it looked like it must have cracked somewhere and then leaked out. Or maybe it cracked inside. Oh wait, this is the head. Is it? Yeah, this is the head. Yeah, so the head didn't cast, that's lame. So that would have been the beak in there, that little hole on the bottom. And I guess the one on the top is probably where... I guess this was the screw going into the top of the head. The new sand? Oh, the sand that I used to hold it? Yeah, I usually like to cast in sand, just because it kind of helps, but I don't know. Yeah, I think it's helpful. Oh. I got you. Let me grab it out of there and throw it on the floor. Put you guys there for a second. Alright, see what we got. So, I still need to find a good way of getting rid of the ceramic shell, because I find that this kind of stuff could take me hours to get off, you know? Really seem to work very well. You know, like getting all the stuff that's like under here between the two pieces of wood, like this stuff would be a real pain to get out. I usually just try and chisel it out. But maybe a power washer? My mother just bought one for the garden, so maybe I can borrow that. So we must have had a failure coming out of... I don't even know where the failure would be. Kind of looks like between the... I think it's the shell. Ooh, that's still freaking hot. So I mean, is that thick enough, you think? Maybe probably needs more. Looks like maybe quarter of an inch thickness. So maybe as it was burning out it just cracked or something, and that's where all of this crap came from. You know what I just thought of? Chopping this thing up to melt it again is gonna suck. Well, I mean, it kind of looks like it cast pretty well in the parts that didn't leak. So, I mean, I don't really see any flaws. You know, in the tip of this broke off when I was coating it. So that feather is just missing like a quarter of an inch there from the coating process. Not from the core. So actually, it looks like I could probably do with less sprues, you know? So maybe it doesn't have to be so crazy. Have a look at the inside. Oh, that's interesting. Look at that. Yeah, check that out. Yeah. This is the went down to feed the back. And this is the ceramic shell on the inside here. This would have been open, the whole thing open here. So I think that is pretty interesting. Look at that. Inside, and it saved a lot of the gooped and fell in. Coats inside. And 8 outside. It also kind of looks like the core shift. No, this is part. I think it. Here it was. So this is the leak. So the part of the wing on the outside spilled. You see how it pulled right here, and then popped out, and then all of the stuff leaked out everywhere. So we had a shell blowout here. If it's clear from this side. That's part of the wing that popped out there. And then it poured out. So that's what happened. Still don't think I would have had enough metal for this. I think I'm gonna need a full... Well, it's kind of cool. Like, that's the inside of the head there. On the inside. This little sliver of metal should have cast in here, but I guess I didn't have enough. So it looks like that's where it filled up to right here. Yeah. Because I sat there, you know, balancing this on my knee, like, you know, with like my left hand, like trying to hold it underneath, and you know, stuff on it as I tried to like turn it. It was 16 inches tall, 21 I think long, about 8 wide. So, manipulating it and holding it underneath on the back of it it just kept shut there. That's one of the places that I was holding it by. I don't know, maybe like chicken wire or something, you think? Or do you think as the metal expands it might crack the shell? Because I did wire wrap a little bit, like around the parts that looked like they would crack. See? I put this around the pouring cone. You guys don't want to see, do you? Yeah, I mean, I think this piece cast. It looks to me like it cast with no issues, which is good and kind of unexpected. I don't know. The shell blowout on that sucks. All right, guys. I mean, unless you want a quick walk around of the furnace or something, my workshop or something like that, I might just call it a night. Gotta turn the kiln off as well. I still have 2 pieces in there, but maybe I'll just wait. I'm a little tired to do them again tonight. Maybe I'll do them tomorrow or another day. A for effort, yeah. I'm surprised that that I got 50 pounds of bronze to melt, to be pretty honest with you guys. That was I think it only took like an hour and 20 minutes or so to melt. It was a bit faster than I thought. Yeah, an hour and 20 minutes. Yeah, I thought so too. It's like, holy crap, and only 1 tank of propane. I put a brand new tank on right before. Yeah, luckily I had my my uncle. You could probably like rewind in the stream after it saves. I think after the live stream ends, it'll save as a video, and then you can look back, and then just see the pour and everything. I might go back and watch it as well, see what it looks like from another angle. But yeah, this is the compressor that I got here. So pretty happy with that. I still need to hook it up, but maybe the next time I'm home. So yeah, and the motor was rewired. And I accidentally broke this when I was trying to carry it, so that's a shame. Oh yeah, my uncle. He showed up in flip-flops and shorts, and I was like, what did you, like, what do you think we're doing? So this is where I coat this. Yeah, I know, seriously, flip-flops. I'm like, you are going to burn the hair off your legs. And your toes. But alright. That's where I try and coat things. I had them sitting on the wire rack here. And I have a fan up there just blowing across. And then this fan I put on the bottom blowing across. And I've got my shop vac, so I could blow into the holes and dry them out. Yeah, and that's another shelf if I need it. So look how much stuff I lost on the floor. All the ceramic shell right here. I mean, this is enough to do like another bird, basically. Like, it's like an inch thick here. All of this is about an inch thick, the whole thing. So that's like, and this is that's what I have left, right to that line. And that was completely full. That's the binder, liquid binder. So basically, it's all on the floor. Just to do a bird, you know? You have to buy some more of that. That sucks. Here's the cable, so they can wire up the garage. My TIG welder there. Oh yeah, and then this. So yeah, put it on wheels. No, I've never used suspender slurry. I just keep it in a bucket, like this bucket right here. This has my old slurry in it. This is probably about a year old now. In this bucket. Yeah, so this is a year old, and it's still good basically. It's all like solidified onto the bottom, but all you do is you just dig in a serving spoon, a metal serving spoon or something, or a paint mixer, and you just resuspend it. It's not a problem. As long as it doesn't dry out, it basically lasts forever. It's just a pain in the ass to like resuspend it. That's why they say get a constant mixer. Yeah, you can add a little bit of distilled water. If the slurry gets thick and goopy, I add some distilled water to kind of thin it out. But if it's just I mean, that's been stored for, you know, at least a year now. The last time I cast with that was 1 year ago, and it's still good to go. Yeah, but check this out. I'm super proud of it. This was the light switch that they had back up here with their crappy thing. I had to take this out. But I moved it over here and I drilled it. So it's got power cords from the new thing coming in. You know, need to plug it in. So I just got one of the cords, the Husky cords, because it's kind of black and red and it kind of matches. Yeah. Oh man. Oh my god, everything's alive. Here we go. Ah, there we go. That's pretty nice. I still have to figure out one of these things, the drainer, like the siphon thing. Because I think this is just the Harbor Freight one, and I saw online they had all sorts of crazy modifications. It's not focusing. Oh, it is. Yeah, there we go. Oh. Okay, yeah, I'll think of doing that then. Because I just took out the plastic. I just had that plastic screen under there. They said that it causes surging or something. I'm not exactly sure what that is, but... the steel pipe. Okay. I'll keep it in mind. And then I put like a really thick seal on it here. Like weather sealing. So it actually seals properly around... Because this is all they did here, the crappy rubber. Oh yeah, I figured the plastic thing doesn't work. And then this I just duct taped, or gorilla taped it, because there was lots of little holes. And I don't want them to collect sand in there. So when you open the door, it all spills out. The one thing is the silicone, like this black rubber silicone stuff. It seems like it comes off. Like you can peel it off pretty easily. You know? It doesn't seem... So I'm just leaving it alone, but it doesn't really want to stick. I guess this is the siphon thing. There. Doesn't really look like much of anything, really. I guess that's enough to siphon, and then I added this little 90-degree thing here. I might tap in like a hole on the side, so I can put an air blower, like split it here, so I have like an air thing to just blow off instead of shoot sand out. Box of glass beads? Yeah, I had those from before. Can you reuse those? Like if they fall down there, can you just keep spraying them, or do they damage, right? Over time? I always thought those were like one-time use. But yeah, see, I ran the cables for these lights. And these are adjustable as well, and they got like a rubber seal around them, so hopefully dust doesn't really get up in there. You know, but you can unscrew them here and adjust the different. You know, and I still have to attach that cord to the ceiling, and that cord back there. I had like cable ties, but I don't know where the hell they got to, so I'll have to find them. Yeah. And then for the feet, I bolted those in, and I put caster wheels with little lucks on them, so I can easily just move it around. And here's the dust deputy. So just with like a little hole cut out. And this is just like a shop vac. Yeah, exactly. Well, hopefully it doesn't leak, because I sealed the shit out of it like this. There should be caulking in every single seam. I mean, see even back there, you can see that black line there. I mean, I went nuts with it. I went like every seam has, even under the window, I replaced it with proper thick window seal. It's gonna leak still. Oh, the one thing I'm not sure. Do you know anything about this? This is the one thing I couldn't quite figure out here. That's a nice chuck as well. So the thing is, the spindle is out by